Judging always seems to be surrounded by controversy. Have you got any guidelines on the principles that you need to stick to in order to manage these things? Judges are under a lot of pressure over there to perform and follow certain guidelines. Have you got any?
Well, I would like to say it is not an easy job.
No,
you are under an enormous amount of pressure. There is pressure from a knowledgeable crowd. There's pressure from sponsors. There's pressure from competitors, from trainers, from owners, from team managers. There's huge, huge pressures in the sport. And we can't run the sport without sponsors. And we have to be strong. Secondly, we have to stick to the principles of dressage.
Absolutely.
We have to look at it and look for the harmony, the elegance, the suppleness. All of these things are so important. It's not just whether the horse does the flying change, but how it does it. And these are the really important factors. It is really controversial. We've had enough controversy this morning where owners and riders don't agree with the judge's decision to take a horse out. We've recently had an article in the DRV, which is the Deutsche Richterverein magazine, which said, Lahm is Lahm. It is our duty to take the horse out.
If I can just say that it's the German judges magazine, and Lahm is Lahm means lame is lame. So I think that says it really in a nutshell.
Absolutely, and they make it very clear. And they are very, very against this, just allowing the horses to go on, because you are damaging the horses.
It's not good for the sport.
It's not good for the sport. It's not good for the image. The public see a lame horse going and say, why are the judges so stupid that they don't take the horse out, which happened in Aachen. And it's very embarrassing for the judges. But then you sit there sometimes between a rock and a hard place. It's a horse that you don't want to take out for political reasons, but you under pressure to do so. And I must say it's not easy. And the timing, and when you're on television, my first pressure was in Bremen, where we were on television live. It wasn't just clip my horse, it was live television. And they came, when they fetched the score sheets, they said, you have to hurry up. And I had a scribe who couldn't speak English properly, and she was writing everything incorrectly. All my spelling was up the pole, and I was terribly embarrassed about that. But my school teacher instincts came out, and I wanted to correct all the spelling. So they said, no, you just go on.
Great. Okay, that sounds good. What are the responsibilities of an international judge in terms of influence on the standard of dressage in a country?
It's huge. When judges accept mediocre riding and mediocre performance, then we are encouraging more mediocre performance. When we are encouraging and marking up incorrect riding, short necks, open mouths, behind the bit, all of these things, if we're still giving the sevens and things for that sort of riding,
it just reinforces.
We are reinforcing this type of riding. When internationally has been the case, the horses are going into these passage trots when a trot is requested and the judges are giving high scores, this causes the sport to degenerate again, because 100%. Other riders will
follow the same
pattern. They feel obliged to. We need this elevated trot, otherwise we don't get any marks.
So would you say it's a fair comment, which is something that I've also very, very much believed in, that the standard riding actually starts with the quality of judging? So unless you're being correctly guided from the judge,
I would agree. The judges really need to be knowledgeable, and one has to actually protect the judging panels. There's huge pressure on every organizer to have judges, and when you are short of judges, everybody wants to grab the good judges, and they feel obliged to promote judges who are not yet qualified. And I think this has at times been a problem. Internationally, you have no chance. In Germany, you do not go up a panel unless you have been thoroughly vetted and thoroughly examined.
For that exact reason.
I still had to do an international, a German qualification, even though I had my international. They wouldn't just put me on their panels. I had to spend a week in Bayerndorf doing theory and doing all the tests on confirmation, on everything that goes with it. And they then made me sit in with judges that go to far lower level.
Because it's part of the process.
It's part of the process. I had to do the process. So they just don't accept it, and it is very difficult to become a judge anywhere else.
Good. Okay, thank you.